Hey friends, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. I'm Ben, and today we're doing a follow-up on last week's tree hay video. Had a lot of questions, so come along. Let's see if we can't answer some of those and take it a little further than the last time. Let's go make some hay.
Hello, welcome to Hay Place, a place for hay.
All right, so tree hay. As I said in the last video, I had no idea there was a tree hay. It seems a little counterintuitive, but after some further research, after quite a few comments and questions about it, we found out that those same branches and leaves can be stored just like you would hay. So we've got that old tobacco barn with lots of crossbars, and we are going to go ahead and bundle some of these branches up. Got some trees that are going to come down anyway, and we're going to try bundling those. And we also have a lot of goldenrod, and the sheep love that. So I thought, well, you know, why not test that out? See if we can't bundle some of those, hang them to dry, and then we'll do a follow-up again in, say, November, December, when all the nice green grass is gone, and we'll see how they like that. But as you can see behind me, we had a lot of rain last night, yesterday, some this morning, and the creek is really high. The pond is overflowing a little bit again, not washing anything out, but certainly we need to explore putting a bigger pipe in that too. So, all right, let's get into cutting some of these branches, bundling them up, and we'll see where that takes us. Okay, from previous videos you saw we got a bunch of big round rolls of hay. So we've got a plethora of string around. I've already cut a bunch of these short ones. The tree behind us here is a black walnut, and I know from the other video the sheep love that. These branches are hanging down, smacking us in the face when we mow through here, and we're going to start cutting on this one, so let's do this. So it just makes sense to try to make these about as even as possible. And if they get too big, then they're going to be heavy to try to lift up on the drying racks in the tobacco barn. So make a quick loop here. Yeah, make a loop one-handed. That's a trick. We've been told don't make them too tight together, because then they won't dry very well. And you can see they're not a big cluster of them, but I say don't do math, and don't try to do something one-handed while you're recording yourself. And the bugs are buzzing. All right, well, there's one. Hang that in the barn and see how it goes. I'm going to cut a few more, and you can just watch, and we'll fast forward that so you don't have to sit through all this mundane stuff. But anyway, let's keep watching here. I guess that's about all I can reach on this tree, but I'll take you over and show you something here. Got black walnuts growing. Those would be great for the animals when they ripen up. I've not tried them. I know Larry and Billy have both said they love black walnuts, so we'll give them a try and certainly share what we've got, because we've got black walnut trees all over this property. So, all right, let's tie this up and then we'll find another tree. There we have it. Let's find another tree to snip. All right, the sun went back behind the clouds, so whew, it's amazing how hot high humidity can feel. I know, coming from Arizona, this shouldn't be hot, but whew, and the bugs. But anyway, talking about the tree hay, you know, as we had mentioned in our first video, it's an ancient practice to feed animals, and so hey, you know, like I said, some of these trees, not this one, this is our big maple tree, this one's not coming down, but a couple of the others are, so we might as well, you know, use what we can, because otherwise it's just going to wind up getting composted and mulched or whatever. But one thing we do want to point out though is if you do this, you want to stay away from pitted fruit trees, your pears, you know, plums, that kind of thing, because apparently those can be toxic or at least make your animals sick. But anyway, so let me go take some of these maple branches down, because those two are hanging down low and getting us in the face. So I'm on it. I cut them longer this time. And yes, I am wearing my my mud boots, my muck boots. My tennis shoes are out in the rain, so they are sopping wet, and this is all I've got. So the fashion statement, I know. What can I say? That reminds me, my grandfather, anytime you take a picture of him, he grabbed hold of his trousers, as he called them, his pants, right about the knee, and pull them up just a little bit so he could show his ankles in the picture. So my video cut off. So Grandpa get back there and he pull up those trousers a little bit so you could see his ankles. I don't know what that was all about, but
I think you should cover your ankles.
Anyway, there's Quacker Crew. Let's do some snipping. I think I lost you. It's a good thing I'm keeping track here. You know what? I gotta share this for just a moment. I just love watching the clouds roll up over the mountains. Anyway, yeah, still in the RV. Now you can see that is a big maple tree, and it's way too close to that tree. So that one is going to come out. That one will stay. This is the one right in the middle, and then the one next to it's going to come out too. And You know, we'll probably be putting those on the sawmill. I do not think I'm going to be able to take these all down to the barn and record the walk. So how about if I tie this off? Need a little more length here, so I'll meet you down at the barn. All right, so trying to figure out the best way to secure these things in the barn. And as we've mentioned many times, you can see the sheepies up there. Many times that this was an old tobacco barn. Here we go. And you can see the poles and all that. This is reclaimed wood from the house. Trying to keep it up and safe and dry. Let's take in here. All right. There's some Halloween antics still up in the rafters, but so you can see there's still some of the rope hanging up there from the old, when they hung the tobacco in here, but I figure we can put some of the, these leaves, the tree hay, we'll just hang it up there, and you can see the wind can come through here. There's a nice breeze that flows through here. I want to close up that end because we do get some weather in here, but I'm kind of almost not wanting to. I am going to put a door back there because I want to be able to open it up because when it's hot out and that air comes through here, oh, it's so nice. Anyway, all right, let me get the ladder and see what we can do about hanging these things up. All right, well, we'll give this a try. Let me show you something here real quick. There's a platform in here, and it's nice to have, but there's been a hole in this roof for some years, and it's run down and rotted out the platform up, you know, to see the gap there, and then the whole backside is rotted out. So I will be fixing that at some point, you know, maybe once I've got a few extra minutes and some extra lumber from the sawmill, we'll put that platform back up. It would be nice to be able to work there. You know, I've got the sawhorses here and any kind of number of projects going on with that. But anyway, I'm not about to put that ladder on the on that platform. It's in the dirt, and I've got a shop light in here that just runs on an extension cord out to the shop. But well, let's see what we can do here. You know, I did want to mention one thing that came to mind as I was up on the ladder. The best time to do this is June and July when when the leaves are the most nutritious. So, I imagine you can do them later in the season, but the longer you go, the less nutrition from the animals, and the more, maybe they won't eat more, but the more value they'll get out of what they do eat. So let's get this next bundle up, and I don't want to have to keep moving the ladder, so I think if I tie it loosely on the post up, or the pole, the beam, slide it across, and I'll just keep sliding them down. We've only got 4 bundles, but I'm also glad I didn't make them any bigger, because I think any more would be a little wobbly trying to manage it up the ladder and hook it over and all that. So anyway, let's keep going. All right, freed up some space on the camera here, and now I want to collect some goldenrod. And you can see we've got lots and lots and lots and lots of goldenrod. From what I understand, there are some medicinal applications for goldenrod. Need to look into it, so maybe we can continue our useful weed series with goldenrod. What do you think of that? But anyway, all right, so let me get some of this bundled up, and then I'll show you what I got hung in the barn, because I think that's where my camera cut off yesterday. So we'll get that in there now. Let's just go for a little walk here. You see lots of it's on this side, but that's a barbed wire fence, and I really don't feel like traversing that at the moment. Oh, there's my favorite rose bush, growing and growing and growing. There we go. It's a good... One of my favorite places on the property is right up in that holler, straight back. It is so pretty up there. Let's take you back down. Okay, we're back in the barn. You can see there's the tree hay from yesterday. Let's get the goldenrod up there and we'll call it good. All right, clearly best practice, don't make these things too heavy, especially if you're doing this yourself. It's a couple stories up that I'm climbing to hang these in the hay barn, or the tobacco barn. But anyway, tree hay. Practice being done for a couple thousand years now, and I'd never even heard of it. But anyway, we'll come back again in November, December, when all the green, good grass out there is gone, and time to start thinking about feeding a little bit of hay, and we'll try some of that and see how the animals like it and see how it holds up. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Be good to each other. God bless. See you next time. Bye.